hello, my name is D'Angelo Mieso, and I main Luigi, my boy. I've been playing Smash Bros since the Melee days, but competitively I've been playing since Smash 4. I was also a Luigi main back then, but at the time I was trying to try out Sheik. I would say I got into competitive Smash in Smash 4 days, like really early into it. I would say kind of like the very first 3 or 4 tournaments that were hosted for it, like major-wise, is when I started getting into it, is when I first seen him anyways.
How did you get into competitive? Like, what made you want to appeal to it?
Oh, this is actually really funny. Well, as you know, the other person that helps out with these, who actually does the running and everything, kind of like the main boss of it, is Mason. Back then, it was basically both me and my friend Alex. We both had a little banter on the bus saying like, hey, I was better at Smash Bros. This is like before we even met each other. And we just started playing it at his house. Of course, I got destroyed. But that's when I started to find like the love for getting into the competitive Smash scene. And then that's when we got Mason at our school the year of. And he came over as well and figured out that he was better than me as well. So now I just wanted to get to the point where I can get better than him. And we're kind of pretty equal, but they're definitely higher up there and I'm still making my way back up. My favorite Smash Bros player, I would have to say, if we're going back to like the OG days, I would say Mango, Hungry Box, but if we're going with an ultimate player as of today, it would be either MK Leo or Tweak. They just had such an influence on the community, especially with going into all of the early tournaments with Evo and everything going on. It was really fun to watch, but now there's definitely a lot of more top players that are being seen up there. My thoughts on ISL, I really love this community here. I really love this tournament. It brings the community closer. Sometimes we don't get as much community members here, but with the ones that do come, they do enjoy themselves, especially with us having a Indigenous Smash League only mixed in with an open bracket. So it's not just like people coming in from out of town, coming to basically take the tournament and leave. We actually have, we give more of what's the best way to say it? More of like a helping hand towards the Indigenous Smash League. So we have our own rankings there, whereas there's more top players outside of the reserve. My favorite thing about the Smash scene is just how nice and talkative everyone can be. Every single time I go out to a tournament, whether or not it's in Red Deer, whether or not it's Edmonton, Calgary, further out, everyone's always so nice, you know? Everyone has something to say that's always really good. You have so many people that you can talk to. It's a really nice feeling to feel like you belong somewhere.
That being said, who do you think will win?
This tournament right now, if we're talking about the ISL bracket, I have a feeling that it's either going to be Real or Jon Arbuckle. I hope I can get up there, but I'm just putting that out there. They are definitely ranked higher than me, but if I can get up there, that'd be so awesome. But for the open bracket, I would say most likely Jome or Noon. One of those two are going to be able to take it down. The new advice I'd give is don't be afraid to ask for questions. You know, when you're first getting into this game, it's going to be a little hard to get into it. But the more that you practice and the more that you do ask questions about your character and what you could have done differently, people have answers for that. So don't be afraid to get out there and talk to the people and get help if you need. I would say that I really do enjoy with both the Bro Chase here and even the homies from Alexis coming out. We really do appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys a lot, even with getting us out there as well, having a good time. Another shout out I wanted to give out to is just to the Ermineskin band here. They've definitely helped us out so much with the sponsorships, whether it's the food, whether or not it's helping us out with the actual bracket money, with the door prizes, everything. They've definitely helped out so much, especially with all these other like sites within Ermineskin. So I really do appreciate it. So shout out Ermineskin, thank you.
Hello, my name is Ethan or Noon, that's my tag. I've been playing for quite some time.
Who do you mean?
I mean Dark Pit.
How long have you been playing Smash Bros?
Ooh, like I said, it was quite some time, but I've been playing since about Smash 4. I kind of played on and off. I went to a couple tournaments in Smash 4, but it was Ultimate when SJ Walken or Ashton started these here in Red Deer, actually, Red Deer, Alberta, and that's where I kind of became a TO and a player and consistently started playing and going to tournaments.
What are your thoughts on ISL?
ISL, fantastic. I went to the one before this one, and it was great. I helped Mason do some running, and it was I think it's a fantastic opportunity. It's a great, just kind of cool program, and it's awesome.
What's your favorite thing about the Smash scene?
Oh, definitely the community. Like I know some people have some gripes with it, but like I've had nothing but good experiences with it. It's very near and dear to my heart.
Who do you predict will win today's game?
Well, if I were a betting man, I'd choose Jome. He's seeded first. He's one of the best in Alberta. But I've gone game 5 with him before, and I'm seeded to play him next. So I'm going to say me.
If you were to give advice to a new player, what would you say?
Practice, commit, practice consistently too. And not just mindless practice. You want to challenge, push yourself every single time you play. You want to try new things, and it's tournament where you try and implement those things.
Any final thoughts, comments, or shout-outs?
Shout out to my family, I guess.
My name is Mark Potts. I'm in Ryu. I try to remain as much fighters as I can in the Smash Bros. Trying to represent fighters is one of the toughest things that I ever try to do. But at the same time, when Ryu first introduced himself to Super Smash Brothers, I tried to be him as much as I could. And as a Street Fighter player myself, I used to play it all the time. As I also grew up with that game too, and I also grew up with Smash Brothers. So it was like it felt good actually being Ryu and seeing two of them come together. And I try to maintain as much as I could, and I try to get as good as I possibly can with him.
So you've been playing for a while. How long have you been playing Smash Bros. for?
Well, this was back in the day when 64, when it first came out. I enjoyed all of it. It was good, it was fun, and I enjoyed playing it with my bros.
So what are your thoughts on ISL?
Oh, ISL, this was interesting at the same time, because we're actually seeing some natives, and we're also seeing how good we are. And I always wanted to see something like this for communities, but it was fun. It's pretty good, and I wouldn't mind trying it again if I can.
So who do you predict will win today's tournament?
It's hard for me to say, but I'm hoping my family members will be able to do it and take it down, and I'll be so glad and happy.
If you were to give advice to a new player getting into competitive Smash Bros, what would you tell them?
Well, first, play the game. See how it is to you, to them, and if they want to go play competitively, then they'll have to work hard for it. At the same time, I would say just see how it is for you first before you even try and go into Smash Brothers or anything like this.
Any final thoughts, comments, or shoutouts?
Damn, this was pretty damn good. It's nice to see something like this happen for our reservations and also for our people too. It was nice.
My name's Jon Arbuckle in the game, or Asher, Ash, whatever you want to call me. I main Kazuya Mishima. I've been playing it since Brawl with my cousins at the cabin, but competitive, kind of at the start of Ultimate, I guess. Took a little 2-year hiatus and came back to it after. I've just had fun, and then my true friend and buddy and the GOAT, Gas Money, brought me into the scene, and so thankful for that.
What are your thoughts on ISL?
I'm really happy to hear that someone's out there starting the initiative, getting the support for it, creating a community of like both Indigenous players and then just the greater whole alike. And it brings everyone out to help support the community, and just it's great representation and a really good community feeling.
What's your favorite thing about the Smash Bros scene?
At least here specifically in Alberta, the people are so great. Everyone I know is an awesome person, and I think that's just the best part.
If you were to give advice to a new player getting into competitive Smash Bros, what would you tell them?
Don't think too much about wins or losses. At the end of the day, you're gonna lose you're just gonna lose some games. You can't win everything. Just go in, expect what you want, but try not to get disappointed, and just have fun. Just, I don't know, set a goal and try and go for that.
Any final thoughts, comments, or shoutouts?
Shout out Mason Man for hosting this. I'm super glad to be here. It's great. It's good to see a whole community together doing something great with everyone.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.